check the tape.
Perfect.
Your defense is better.
It's always a beautiful feeling when you can hit a man and can't hit your back though. You ain't had to take a whole lot. You know, everybody's gonna get hit when they walk into that ring. It's just, the thing is how much you get hit. That was a beautiful, that was superb. That was superb. You got a vicious level. If I were you, I'd just continue to work on that level and bring the right hand straight across.
Okay.
Deep fight.
Thank you.
Great fight. You don't got much to say because you did so good.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
James for the untouchable true school sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all straight like this. For all intents and purposes, this is probably gonna be my last Beterbiev Bivol related video until I either go live or until I do my post-fight review. So hope you guys did enjoy the Beterbiev Bivol coverage over the week. But this video is about Bivol, and I've spoken about this before with Bivol. Like I've spoken about the fact in the past, like for those of you who know, for those of you who don't know, Dmitry Bivol met Pernell Whitaker back in 2019. And as you guys saw in the beginning of this video, you know, Pernell had a lot of great tidbits for him, and they had a really good exchange going back and forth. And funny enough, that same year, around that time when they met, ESPN had did an article about basically they were talking to Pernell Whitaker about Bivol, and Bivol wasn't a big name back then. Bivol had just been champion for maybe a year or so, hadn't had a ton of defense of the title yet, right? So they asked Pernell Whitaker about Bivol, and Pernell pretty much said back then that he thought Bivol had the chance to become the pound-for-pound #1 fighter in boxing. Now, we fast forward some years later, Bivol is still the champion. Bivol has since defeated Canelo Alvarez. Bivol has established himself as one of, if not the premier pure boxer in the sport. And by the way, let me clear this up, because whenever I say that I think Bivol is the best pure boxer in the sport, people start saying dumb shit like, oh, what about Inoue? What about Crawford? Those guys are not pure boxers. Those guys are boxer punchers. Those guys are, fighters that can box, of course, but they rely a lot more on their punching power than their actual boxing skills. Bivol is the best pure boxer because Bivol is not going to fight outside himself. Bivol is not going to look for a knockout just because. Bivol transitions from offense to defense and defense to offense seamlessly. Bivol relies on his feints a lot more than a lot of fighters to win fights. Bivol relies a lot on changing his rhythm and cadence to break the rhythm of fighters. So these things, these tendencies, the way he fights, that makes him the purest boxer in the sport. I just wanted to clear that up real quickly because a lot of people get that misconstrued. But yeah, he's got a chance this week to become the first light heavyweight champion, undisputed light heavyweight champion in boxing since Roy Jones Jr. And in order to do it, he's got to beat a guy who's 20-0 with 20 knockouts. One of the most, if not the most, destructive force in the sport, in Artur Beterbiev. I mean, it's like this is like when Hulk Hogan fought Andre the Giant at WrestleMania, like the irresistible force meets the immovable object. Like that's where we're at right now with this fight. And the way I look at it from the Bivol side of things, this is his chance not only to carve out his own history as an all-time great and cement himself as an all-time great and stake his claim for pound #1 status in boxing, but it's also a chance to fulfill the prophecy of Pernell Whitaker all those years ago. Pernell Whitaker foretold this many years ago that Bivol was going to be the #1 pound fighter in boxing, and he thought he had all it took to be the #1 pound fighter in boxing. And the only thing standing in the way of him having a claim to that, at least, is a win against Beterbiev. Because I'll tell you guys like this. I made a video back, I don't know how long ago it was, but I'm gonna say it was a couple months ago. I made a video back a while ago, and I said before the Usyk beat Fury, I said if Bivol were to beat Artur Beterbiev to become undisputed, I think he'd have an extremely good claim to being the #1 pound fighter in boxing, because it all comes down to, like, what do you value? Like, and I'm not trying to throw shade on Inoue or Crawford, but let's just be real. Inoue or Crawford have not beaten anybody as good as Canelo Alvarez, right? And Inoue Crawford have not been anybody as good as Artur Beterbiev. If Bivol is able to do that. If Bivol beats Beterbiev, Bivol is going to have Canelo Alvarez on his resume, a guy that people sometimes still to this day regard him as the best fighter in the world. You know, and then beat Artur Beterbiev, a guy that has literally been the most destructive force in boxing since the day he turned pro. Can box, can punch himself. He's a complete fighter himself. I'm sorry, like, I know pound for pound is hypothetical, and it's about like, who would win, and if this guy and that guy were the same size. But really and truthfully, like, the guys that are in the top 3 of the pound for pound have not beaten anybody as good as Canelo and Beterbiev. So that's what I'm saying. I think Bivol would have, just off of the strength of his resume and the guys he's beaten, and then on top of that, the longevity he's had as champion, then being undisputed, showing consistency throughout his fights and dominating, dominating in his own way. He's not knocking these guys out, but he's dominating them, winning round after round after round. He's outclassing guys every single fight. So, yeah, I think whoever wins this fight, the pound for pound discussion today are real intriguing. Probably more intriguing than it's ever been, to be honest with you. But yeah, just wanted to touch on that a little bit. Pernell Whitaker did talk about this years ago, and obviously, Pernell probably saw some of. Obviously, they don't fight the same. Like Pernell Whitaker and Bivol, they don't have the same style. But Pernell Whitaker probably saw some qualities he had himself in Bivol. I'll pick out one quality Pernell had that Bivol has. Pernell was he was actually a bit more aggressive than Bivol, because he had fights like early in, like when he fought Buddy McGirt and he moved up in weight. He actually had fights where he was a smaller man and he walked guys down. Bivol is never going to do anything like that, but Pernell had that same quality about him where he could transition from offense to defense and defense to offense seamlessly. He'd had that uncanny ability to, like, okay, when he counter punches you, now he's back on defense. Then when he's back on defense, he's leading the exchange. Those are things that Pernell was really good at. Those are things that Bivol was really good at. So that's why I see the similarities. But yeah, that's all I gotta say on that. Listen, guys, as you guys can see, I'm in the airport. I've been all over the place. I was in Vegas 2 days ago. Then I went to South Florida to get some stuff in storage. For those of you who really watch me, you guys know that painting. The legendary flamingo paintings come back to Vegas soon. So now I'm going somewhere else, which I won't name right now, and then I'm going back to Vegas. So still getting things set up in Las Vegas, and just getting my house in order. Get my proverbial house in order. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. What did you guys think about what I had to say? Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe and check out all the Bivol Beterbiev content I already dropped. I had a video on my compilation of Beterbiev. People talking about Beterbiev in interviews. I had my compilation of fighters and insiders predicting this fight. So go check all that out and keep it locked at True School Sports. I appreciate all the support. Like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports empire. I'm at the Boxing Hall of Fame out here in Canastota, New York. And for more great boxing content just like this video, make sure you click and subscribe right over here.